What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this time I'm gonna give you my reactions to all the trade deadline trades. I'm just gonna go over like the past day or two because that's when all the big trades really happen. Um, it's been a crazy deadline. So many different trades happen. All the so many big names have been moved, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Let's get into it. Um, See, I'm using Yahoo Sports as my source. Okay. So yeah, first trade. This was a big trade here. Kevin Durant getting traded to the Phoenix Suns in a five-player deal. You know, obviously Kevin Durant. There's no need for an introduction about him. He's easily one. If you know anything about basketball, you know Kevin Durant essentially. But obviously they got a big compensation from the Phoenix Suns, where Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, four unprotected. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Jay Crowder too, and then four unprotected first round picks, and a pick swap as well. So honestly, like, man, the Suns are right there. They're really mortgaging their future here. They're really trying to go all in this year to try to win, because if this Kevin Durant experiment doesn't work out, the Suns are screwed. Like, they really, like, they were close in the past to winning a championship, especially when they faced the Bucks 2 years ago in the finals. Um, but yeah, I mean, I honestly like the trade better for the Nets, believe it or not, because Kevin Durant, like, he's getting up there in age. He's always hurt. He clearly wasn't happy being there. So they got great compensation. They waited until the right deal went for them. So I think the Nets are the winner in this trade, unless the Suns win a championship. Um, oh yeah, and even crazier too is that the Nets even used Jay Crowder to get 5 second-round picks in the Bucks. So now they have a wealth of assets that they can do whatever trades to build a real team, unlike the super team they try to make with Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and James Harden. Uh, this trade too, man, I hated this trade. I hate this trade all around. I don't like the Lakers as a Celtics fan. Honestly, I think the Lakers should repent for even considering trade for Russell Westbrook at this time in his career and what they gave up to get him. The fact that they're even to get anything out of him. Yeah, I know Russell Westbrook's not the same as how he used to be. Like, he's now more of a bench player, but like what they got in return for him is absolutely disgusting. Um, so this is like a three-team trade, and the Jazz are trying to buy out his contract. So like, I don't get it. Like what are they trying to prove here? Like, I feel like the Lakers had some blackmail or something. So not only did they get D'Angelo Russell from the Timberwolves, including Beasley and Vanderbilt, they got Malik Beasley and Vanderbilt from the Jazz. Uh, Russell Westbrook, JTA, and Damian Jones with the first round pick, lightly protected. I don't know what that means. To Utah. Yeah, and the Jazz are sending Conley and Nikhil Alexander-Walker to Minnesota. I mean, the Lakers are the easy winner in here. D'Angelo Russell, like, he returns to LA where he first started. He's a very good player, man. Like, he's not like a number one guy by any means, or even a number two guy, but like, you got LeBron and Anthony Davis. D'Angelo Russell's that perfect guard, like, player that, like, he'll get great scoring, and the Lakers could sneak into a playing spot now. They have, I mean, Beasley and Vanderbilt are just old men. They're kind of just there for veteran support. Vanderbilt maybe not as old, but I know Malik Beasley's been around for a while. Regardless, though, W for the Lakers, L for everybody else. The Kyrie Irving trade to Dallas Mavericks. I already talked about this if you looked at my previous videos. I never gave my full reaction. But if you watch my previous video on my speculation on Kyrie Irving, I predicted him going to the Mavericks for Dinwiddie at least, and they keep Christian Wood. But they also had to give up Dorian Finney-Smith in a first-round pick also, because Kyrie Irving is Kyrie Irving is really good. He's still amazing. Um, Personality be damned, he's a great hooper. Amazing hand. Like, I don't have to say much about Kyrie. If you know, you know pretty much. Nets also sent Markieff Morris too. So again, like I like the Morris brothers and their scrappy duo. Um, but yeah, now Kyrie Irving going to the Mavericks is going to be huge for them. Um, Honestly, the way that the Nets are now building their team, uh, they're gonna be a good team. Maybe not this year, but next year when everybody starts clicking together, they're gonna be nice. But something about Kyrie and Luka being together is gonna be it's gonna be sensational. As long as they can get along and like Kyrie Irving can be a leader, hopefully, which he's yet to really show that he could be a real leader. But I think he'll respect Luka because Luka is just nasty in general. Like the stats Luka's putting up this year, man, like amazing, beyond anything that you could expect from a player of his caliber, even with this high draft pick. Oh yeah, the Rui Hachimura trade. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I liked again. The Lakers are now they're somehow getting stuff for nothing, which I'm amazed about. Again, Rui Hachimura is really good. He was a high draft pick or relative. He was definitely a first round pick, maybe towards the back end in the first half of the first round. But regardless, Kendrick Nunn in a second round pick for Rui Hachimura is really good. All right. So I'm gonna go straight to Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm Scuff Sports SW on Twitter. I haven't been tweeting as often as I usually do, but you know, give me a follow. I think I'm a funny guy. So Blazers are trading Gary Payton II for 5 second round picks. I don't care about second round picks, man. Sometimes you get good second round picks, but they're very rare. So Blazers, again, the Blazers could. I like Gary Payton II, better than Gary Payton Jr. In my opinion, but neither here nor there. Um, yeah, Jakob Poeltl to the Raptors. I'll get to that later. They definitely will drop something about that. Warriors also trained Kevin Knox to the Blazers. Oh, it's part of the Gary Payton trade. Okay. Um, Reggie Jackson to Charlotte. Mason. Oh, Plumlee's on the move to the Clippers. Wow. So Reggie Jackson, or Mason Plumlee. Honestly, Mason Plumlee's kind of nasty now. Ever since he changed his shooting to the left hand, I kind of like Plumlee. Reggie Jackson's good and all. I don't know, man. If I'd rather have a big like Plumlee or Reggie Jackson, I'm taking Mason Plumlee. So W to the Clippers there. Um, Kevin Knox to the Warriors. You know about that, right? Oh, that's part of the James Wiseman trade. I wish Warriors just gave all the trades in total. Well, Bamba to the Lakers for Pat Bev. Um, the thing with Pat Bev is that I just feel like Pat Bev, he's one of those players like you love him on your team, you hate him when he's not on your team. And Mo Bamba's a big in general. Like Lakers are gonna be looking good, man. They're retooling. Somehow they took nothing and got something out of their nothing. So I think it's a W for the Lakers overall. Um, Eric Gordon, that's a yuck. Whoever got Eric Gordon, and yeah, Clippers getting Eric Gordon's a thumbs down for me. I don't care what they gave up. They could have given up $20 and a bag of chips. I don't care. Eric Gordon is gonna forever be trash. And I messed that up. Whoops. So yeah, L to the Clippers. I am Carroll. It's part of that trade. Um. Oh, here it is. The rest of it. So Luke Kennard to the Grizzlies. 3 second round picks to the Grizzlies. Oh, the Clippers. I mean, 3 second round picks. Yeah, I W for the Grizzlies. Fuck Eric Gordon. Danny Green to Houston. Oh, that's part of that same trade as well. Yeah, I don't care about that trade anymore. Just whatever. Eric Gordon's a no. That's all you need to know. Hawks are trading Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky for Garrison Matthews and Bruno Fernando. Yeah, that's an L for the Hawks. I mean, it's unless I'm missing something. I might be missing something. Pro Basketball Reference. Hold on, let me just see here. I know Bruno Fernando. I shouldn't even have to look at Bruno Fernando. He's 4 points, 4 rebounds, and assists as a center. He doesn't get much time or anything. Yeah, he's really Bruno Fernando. Doesn't move the meter. How about Garrison Matthews? Let's see how he's looking. Garrison Matthews. Yeah, like you kind of just. I guess it's just money's sake because Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky are actually good players. At least better than these guys, in my opinion. Maybe it's like a contract dump. Yeah, everybody's. This is all just nothing, dude. I think this is an L all around, unless it's for money's sake. That's the only thing I can think of. I like Frank Kaminsky, personally. You know, even though his stats aren't crazy either. It's just I have no comment on that shit. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Cost cutting move. That like that's exactly cost cutting move. That's all it is. Saddiq Bey for 5 second round picks. I think that's actually a good trade for the Hawks. Again, I have no real stock in second round picks. Jokic is like the biggest second round pick, or maybe even Jimmy Butler was also a second round pick too. But like again, for the amount of Jokic's and Jimmy Butlers that come out of the second round pick, there's another 30 nobodies to come out of the second round. Maybe just stick around the G League, maybe come up, but you won't know any of those guys. So any of those 5 second round picks, there's no chance any of them are gonna hit, or maybe one will. Um, so I guess part of that multi-team trade includes James Wiseman mentioned before, where James Wiseman goes to the Pistons. Um, I mean, honestly, I don't know where the Warriors get out of this. Oh no, never mind. I'm lying. They send the 5 second round picks to the Warriors. So yeah, that's an L for the Warriors, honestly. I guess they're just trying to cut costs, or like maybe not re-sign James Wiseman. They probably weren't planning to do anything to like. I like Wiseman. I feel like in the right situation, Wiseman will actually be a good player. Bones to the Clippers. Actually, that's for only second round picks for Bones. I like Bones, man. Clippers, you know what? I mean, even with that one bad trade, Clippers game, Bones is gonna be a nice little bench guy. He'll be nice. He's Thybulle, three-way with Charlotte and the Trailblazers. Okay, so Thybulle going to the Trailblazers. Blazers are getting Svim. Yeah, I'm not even. I need to look this guy up. I can't even pronounce his name. Ukrainian. Not even that good, honestly. Okay. So I guess it's just like a movement of assets, and Jalen McDaniels is going to the Sixers. Is that the same McDaniels I'm thinking of? Jalen McDaniels. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, he's solid. Jalen McDaniels is a solid player. Matisse Thybulle, like there's something about defensive players that can't score, man. They're such a liability. It's like, yeah, you can play all the defense that you want, but if you can't put the ball in the hoop, you're always going to be negative, and the positive, negative net rating stuff. So you're only a liability being on the court. So, dub to the Sixers, honestly. Jalen McDaniels is going to be a beast. I don't think they even need to start him because he's a small forward. So, they might be able to slot him in, at least for some serious minutes. Maybe not starting, but he'll get some serious minutes. Lakers are trading Thomas Bryant to the Nuggets for Davon Reed. I actually like Thomas Bryant. I mean, I guess the Lakers are making many moves to do shit. Davon Reed, I don't even know who that dude is, honestly. Davon Reed. He's been around for a while. Wow. Yeah, that's a nobody. So yeah, I mean, W for the Nuggets, honestly. Yeah, I mean they get picks and stuff. Oh, I mean, that trades is nonsense. It's a Poeltl trade. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Yeah, Jakob Poeltl to the Raptors for Ken Birch, unprotected first round pick and 2 future seconds. So unless if Ken Birch is some crazy player that I don't know about, been around the league for a while. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, he has a high field goal percentage, I guess, but it's like unless if this dude's gonna really break out, Jakob Poeltl's a beast, man. He may not be a defensive guy. He may not be defensive what the Raptors need per se, but like now they could keep Siakam out of the center spot. They could put you Poeltl as a center, move Spicy P to like a 3-4 position because I think that's where Spicy P is best at. Like at least like both offensively and defensively. Um, so yeah, thumbs up for the Raptors here. I like the Raptors. Spurs are just selling, I guess, because why not? That's just how the Spurs are. They're just poverty at this point. Um, Josh Hart to the Knicks. This trade was interesting. Um, so yeah, here it is. So okay, so that's part of the V trade that I saw before. So Knicks are trading Cam Reddish and protected future first round for Blazers for Hart. And, Knicks got rid of some extra casualties to get Josh Hart. This is actually a W for the Knicks. You know, all jokes aside with the Knicks, I think they are kind of poverty, at least for what they should be, considering that they're in the heart of Manhattan. This Josh Hart trade is actually kind of nice, now you got Brunson, you got Randall, and now Josh Hart. Like that's something to build around. They're not gonna make any noise this year, but like depending on what they do in the offseason, they might actually be a destination if they have the cap or trade that I want to talk about honestly, because I'm a Celtics bias. If you've been watching my videos, I'm a heavy Boston fan. So I just want to touch on this. Mike Muscala to the Celtics for Justin Jackson. I think it was Justin Jackson and a pick or two. Like it was like hardly any compensation. Believe it or not, Mike Muscala, like he's nothing crazy. Like he's been around for a while. I remember this name for a while, but like again, considering what we've been looking at in the previous trades, he and Mike Muscala averaging 6 points and a couple rebounds, and he shoots deadly from the three. Um, while the Celtics have been very obvious what they want to do, they just want to copy the Warriors. They want to shoot as many threes as possible, and just So again, three is more than two. That's just basic stats right there, and they need more center depth because Al Horford and Rob Williams are not going to last if they just get ran to the dirt. And then once they're out, like you don't want Grant Williams covering bigs. Like as much as he's a brick wall, he just doesn't have the size. While Mike Muscala is 6'10", which is not 7 feet, but 6'10" is still pretty damn tall. So W for the Celtics, L for the Thunder here, even though the Thunder really didn't need him. And yeah, that looks like that is it, honestly. So yeah, so if you got this far in the video and you want to see more videos from me, please like and subscribe. All your feedback's appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video.